Amupitan. Professor Amupitan, what is your own take on this?
Okay, thank you very much. You see, the concept of immunity arose as a result of tradition from England, where it is assumed that the queen can do no wrong. And the tradition was built over the years that the queen can be entrusted with anything and then you can go to sleep. In Nigeria, the problem we have with immunity, even starting from the executive, is that the immunity leads to impunity. And you see that tradition which Britain or United States, they have built around that type of tradition. We are yet to have it in Nigeria. In Nigeria, we play politics of power and not the politics of the people.
Apologies to Botin.
So
Apologies, Professor.
So it's no longer news that the National Council of State unanimously has approved the appointment of Professor Amupitan as Inec chairman. Whether he's from Kogi State or not, all we know that he's a Yoruba man. Now, so many people are arguing why is the president why is it that it is Tinubu who will be in the ballot, next year or 2027? Why is it that he's the one that appointed this man as Inec chairman? Well, he won't be the one that will choose him. According to the 1999 Constitution, President third part of the Part B of the 1999 Constitution as amended, it provides that the Council of State shall comprise the following: the President, who shall be the chairman, Vice President, who shall be the deputy chairman, all former presidents of the Federation and all former heads of the government of the Federation, all former Chief Justices of Nigeria, President of the Senate, Speaker of the House of Representatives, all the governors of the states of the Federation, and Attorney General of the Federation. So today we have a new Inec chairman. He's not yet approved. He will now, President Tinubu will now have to forward his name to the Senate for approval. We already know that the House of Senate and House of Representatives have 60% of the APC lawmakers. So is 99% approved. The man is already the Inec chairman. This is how Bayo Onanuga puts it. Bayo Onanuga is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's special advisor. So this is how he put it. He said the Council of President Tinubu, this is how he puts it. He said the National Council of State has approved the nomination of Professor Joash Ojo Amupitan, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, SAN, from the North Central. He was careful about that, as the new chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission. This is coming just after 2 days that Professor Mahmood Yakubu resigned. His tenure was due to expire next month, November 9th, but due to so much pressure, he needed to resign, handed over to Mrs. May. He now went, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu presented Amupitan as the nominee to fill the vacant position, following Professor Mahmood Yakubu's exit. Yakubu served from 2015 till October 2025. President Tinubu told the council that Amupitan is the first person from Kogi, North Central State, nominated to occupy the position and is apolitical. Council members unanimously supported the nomination, with Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo describing Amupitan as a man of integrity. In compliance with the Constitution, President Tinubu will now send Amupitan's name to the Senate for screening. Amupitan, he is a 58 years old professor from Ayetoro, Gbede, Ijumu local government area of Kogi State. He is a professor of law at the University of Jos Plateau. He is also an alumnus of the university. He specializes in company law, law of evidence, corporate governance, and privatization law. He became a senior advocate of Nigeria in September 2014. Amupitan was born on April 25, 1967. After completing primary and secondary education, he attended Kwara State Polytechnic, Ilorin, from 1982 to 1984, and the University of Jos from 1984 to 1987. He was called to the bar in 1988. He earned an LLM at Jos in 1993 and a PhD in 2007. Amid an academic career that began in 1989, following his National Youth Service at the Bauchi State Publishing Corporation in Bauchi from 1988 to 1989. Currently, he serves as the Deputy Vice Chancellor Administration at the University of Jos. a position he holds in conjunction with being the pro-chancellor and chairman of the governing council of Joseph Ayo Babalola University in Osun State. Among the academic positions he has held at UniJoyce are chairman of the Committee of Deans and Directors 2012 to 2014, Dean of the Faculty of Law 2008 to 2014, and Head of Public Law 2006 to 2008. Outside of academics, Amupitan serves as a board member of Integrated Diaries Limited in VOM, a member of the Nigerian Institute of Advanced Legal Studies Governing Council, and a member of the Council of Legal Education 2008-2014. Among other roles, he was also a board member of Reese Oil Limited, Abuja, 1996 to 2004. Amupitan is the author of many books on law, such as Corporate Governance, Models and Principles 2008, Documentary Evidence in Nigeria 2008, Evidence Law, Theory and Practice in Nigeria 2013, Principles of Company Law 2013. These are the years that he released all these books, and an Introduction to the Law of Trust in Nigeria 2014. He is married and has 4 children. Well, among many all these CVs of Professor Amupitan, many are accusing him of being the lead counsel of Tinubu's legal team in 2023. When Tinubu won election, PDP took him to court. He was Tinubu's lead counsel, and an allegation that is not yet verified. He was Tinubu's lead counsel who represented Tinubu at the court. And many others believe that he used to be Dino Melaye's lawyer or attorney. That is not yet verified, but we have seen pictures of him and Dino Melaya on various places. But this is what Rufai of Arise Television has to say. He said, was Professor Joash Amupitan part of President Tinubu's legal team in 2023? Based on available reports, profiles, and public discussion, there is no confirmed evidence that Professor Joash Ojo Amupitan was part of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's legal team during the 2023 general election petition tribunal. His professional background as a legal scholar and practitioner specializing in law of evidence, corporate governance, and privatization aligns with potential involvement in high-profile cases, but official records and news coverage of the tribunal do not list him among the council. So, as of today, there is no proven evidence that can be used to support the claim that he was among Tinubu's legal team in 2023 election petition tribunal. Official profiles and new reports of this professor, extensive coverage of Amupitan's recent nomination as Inec chairman, October 9, 2025, emphasizes his political stance, academic career at the University of Jos, where he served. I've already read that from Bayo Onanoga. Based on available reports, he has not led, or he was not part of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's legal team. So all those that are saying that he was part of the legal team, these are not verifiable. It has not been verified. Now also, some believe that he's also he represented Senator Dino Melaye in Kogi State. They link him to Dino Melaye's legal representation in prior Kogi cases, but not to Tinubu or the 2023 presidential election matter. So that's the thing. But the thing many Nigerians should even be arguing about is that should Tinubu have been the one to nominate him? Now, do you think there will ever be anything that Tinubu will bring up that Senate will reject in their screening, as apart from El-Rufai, that Tinubu was wanted to get back at El-Rufai because El-Rufai criticized his candidacy during the primary election, and everybody wants to associate with success. So when Tinubu won, El-Rufai was crawling back as if he's part of Tinubu's camp, but Tinubu dealt with him handsomely through the Senate. They screened him out based on security. But what am I trying to say? In fact, not just that, I also saw some other should I call it allegation? Someone, that person said this Fisayo Soyombo said Joash Amupitan, new Inec chairman, once argued budget pardon is lawful. He argued that budget pardon is lawful. I don't know if this is also verifiable. But the thing is, how far can this man go? Is he going to be one of the best Inec chairman that Nigeria has ever produced? We've seen his pictures. He's an elder, he's an elder in Christ Apostolic Church. He's said to be a very devoted Christian and a stern law teacher. Let's hope that as an elder in a Pentecostal church, Christ Apostolic Church, maybe he's going to do well as an Inec chairman. But no, as long as he's a Kalkari member of APC, there is no difference. You should expect nothing different from him. Now, I see a lot of people crying that Tinubu is this, Tinubu is appointing Yoruba people. In fact, this man called Tinubu is even trying. Buhari was even worse. Buhari was worse. In fact, this guy wrote, he said, the president, a principal contestant in election, still selects the Inec chair with Senate vetting and council advice. That architecture invites a perceived conflict of interest. It is the democratic equivalent of a football team selecting its own referees and linesmen. Now what? Now, this other guy said, in fact, it almost made me laugh. He said, I think Tinubu outperformed Buhari on the issue of nepotism. Honestly, before now, I could bet my boss that Buhari was the most tribalistic Nigerian that ever lived. Until Tinubu came on board. Now I am confused between Buhari and Tinubu, who is the most tribalistic. This other guy said, is it true that is it the problem? Even if the Inec chair is a kanu from Yobe, if we are not ready for war, in 2027, there is no need to waste our time. This other guy said, you know why I don't blame Tinubu? Most of the people crying nepotism applauded Buhari back then. Teeth for teeth. If you get opportunity for this country, if you like, don't empower your people. That's just it. So if you want to accuse President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of nepotism, what would you have said, or what did you say when Buhari was, giving all the political appointments to his people from the north? This Professor Mahmoud Yakubu is the first ever Inec chairman that served for 2 terms. Buhari made that happen because he's from the north. So this is Nigeria for you. What we hope and believe is that this man will stand for justice and do what is right, because we've never had an Inec chairman that is sincere. We've never. If you know anyone, you just let me know. We've never had an Inec chairman that is independent. Just like you have in America, we have electoral college. If Trump wins, it is Trump that will win. If it is Hillary Clinton that will win. Imagine a sitting president was defeated in America. Donald Trump was defeated, and this has been happening in USA. He was defeated by Joe Biden, and he was out. And he came back again and won. It's rare for that to happen in Nigeria. It can happen in governorship election, but presidential election is rare. It's only Jonathan who considered defeat. Will Tinubu concede defeat? Should he lose, election in 2027? Based on the figures, the likes of El-Rufai and others are giving out, they say Tinubu will finish this time third. In fact, Tinubu before 11 a.m. on the day of election or in the eve of election, Tinubu will lose. Let's see how that plays out.